Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to EduFam International Academy. And you are watching us in our lead house. As you know that in the lead house, we have the sessions challenge base. And today's challenge was to observe the daily routine and find out that where we waste our time. It means that we have to do the time auditing. And related to that, we have a very important session where we have a special guest to highlight the importance of time management, especially for the leaders. So today we have Mr. Priyaswamy with us from USA, and EduFam International Academy welcomes him from the bottom of the heart. And let me introduce him that he is a passionate trainer, mentor, and he is the CEO of Agile. He is Agile coach, Agile delivery lead at GEICO with over 21 years of extensive IT experience, including 13 years of shaping strategies for successful Agile transformation at the team and enterprise levels. He holds multiple credentials such as IC Agile, Certified Agile Coach, Project Management, Professional PMP, Lean Six Sigma, Green Belt, SSGB, and the IIL Project Management Certification, IILPM. And today he is going to highlight not only the time management, but he is going to speak from the experience of his own successful life, that how a successful person is different than others. So Mr. Mahendran Priyaswamy, it is very much honor for us that you have spared your valuable time. We can understand the time difference between USA, UAE, and India. Still, you have spared your valuable time for us. We are grateful to you and welcome to EduFam International Academy. Thank you very much. Now over to you.
Thank you so much for such a powerful intro. Thank you so much. And happy evening. I know, yeah, many of you are from India, right? Yeah, happy evening, everyone. That's the special part about time management, right? So time is separate. Time is so unique to each and every one of you. There is no any one common time, right? That's about the interesting piece about this time management today we are going to discuss. Happy evening, happy and energetic evening. And thank you so much. And anytime, my answer is always yes to EduFam because of such a valuable impact what it is creating in the society, especially in the young individuals, young leaders, and in creating, is committing itself, to create many leaders who can create further leaders, right? It's a kind of ripple effect. I am always happy, to be part of EduFam and for all the amazing transformation what it is bringing. Yes, with that note, thank you so much for that invite. And I said yes to any topic, anytime for our EduFam. Yeah, that's all I can say. So, and that way, today, definitely, ma'am has given an amazing topic, how to master time management. Yeah. And what do you all think? I want to make it as interactive as possible. We'll also have more Q&A, like ma'am mentioned. We'll also have, you can ask me anything. Yeah, ask me anything is a kind of format. And because time is equal to life. Type in chat box. Yeah, time is equal to life. Yeah, and time is not just a piece of life. It is a life by itself. Yeah, and today I'm going to even change or challenge each and every one of you to change the paradigm about time. How many of you are ready? Just type ready in chat box. Yeah, I want to make it as interactive as possible. And engagement is equal to transformation. The more and more we engage, that much we'll be able to get and grasp. How many of you agree? Yeah, thumbs up. If it is, it's not a radio station. It's not a TV station. Whereas we are talking and then listening. Yes, you agree. Yeah, and like ma'am mentioned, even prior to the session that don't underestimate these individuals because they are going to they're equal to, 40, 50, I would even say even 400, 4,000 or even millions, because there is a power of one. Yeah, there's a power of one. There is only one sun to energize the entire world. Do you agree, friends? Yeah, high five. Yeah. Can I have a privilege of calling you as my friends? The youth. Yes.
We will be honored.
Can you accept me as your friend?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Yeah. So then, we'll have a conversation which is very easy, rather, looking at me as a strange person coming from another continent and then, talking to you all. I want to really have a kind of direct, it's going to be a formal as well as informal, but more important, I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel very easy. I want you to feel me as part of you, and each of you are part of me. That's how you want to see it, right? Because at an energy level, we all are one. You all agree? Yeah. Einstein said, right? The universe is filled with energy, and each of us are the forms of energy. The what to say, the fireballs of energy. Each of us are having that kind of an energy. So that way, I said time is equal to life, right? I also want you to say that time is equal to energy. Yeah, type it in the chat box. Yeah, time is equal to energy. Because when you say time management, it's equal to life management. When you say time management, it is equal to energy management. I'll also say that when you say time, it is also is equal to, put one more, yeah, time is equal to priority. Yeah, priorities. Time management is all about priorities management. Yeah, and time management, time is equal to focus. Type everybody, time equal to focus. Yeah, time management is also is about focus management. And the time is more subjective person to person. Just like, each of us are in different country, different time zones. Yeah, we call as a time zone. We need to get into the zone of time. That's why, it is called, time management, right? So if we are in our own zone, for example, many times, whenever we think about time, how many of you think about the clock when we think about time? Yeah, just give me one thumbs up. Yeah, whenever we talk about time management, you think about the clock or even calendar. So today I'm going to break certain, paradigm or a kind of thinking about it, that, time management is not just about a clock management. It's not also about calendar management. Yeah. In a way that if we keep that, your time is all about, something is deciding, or someone else is deciding, or some system is deciding, then there is some sort of, fundamental disconnection or disassociation happens. You all agree, friends? Yeah. Means only when you take it is my time, type it's my time. Everybody type it's my time. Yeah. Only when you say it's my case, if we do not, okay, I think there's a, all right, yeah. The recording is progress, awesome, cool. Yeah, it's always in the present. Even though the time can be referred as a past or future, but time happens only in the present. Yeah, that's why we call it as a present. The time, it's a present because the life itself is a present. Those who have the time, you remember, like in our saying, they used to say that, right? Each of you, you can even say it in your own mother tongue, like Mari Murugesan, Mrs. Parameswari. Yeah. When someone gets, great fortune, how do they say in Tamil or Telugu or English? Yeah, each of you say in your own mother tongue. Yella? நன்மைக்கு எல்லாம் நேரம். They will say, right? எல்லாம். You all agree?
Yes, sir. புரியுது சார்.
All right.
தமிழ் கேட்கவே ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா.
All right, high five. Yeah. So it's so very important to get grounded with the time, to own the time, to really, take the responsibility on the time, commit with the time. In case if you are not committing to it, if you are not really taking responsibility, if you are not really taking the ownership of it, then it is not yours. It's not just time, anything in life. Okay. Everybody type 100%. Yeah, 100%. So I want each of you to pay attention to this because you all are the leaders, not just future leaders, even the present leaders. If you really take charge of this present, you are the leader for the present. Those who are the leaders of the present, who are really transforming the life, who are transforming the world. How many of you agree, friends? I'll give an example. Any books which are written, when was it written? It's always written in the present tense. You all agree? It's always written in the present tense. It cannot be written in the past. It cannot be in the, I mean, when you write it. And the same way, when you read it, an author, when they read, I mean, they wrote that book, and when you are reading, you're getting into that time machine and then, jumping into whichever age, or whichever year they have written, you just jump into that powerful the time is. The same way, whether action taking can happen in the past or in future. Any action if you wanted to take. Even if you take action in future, it is in the present tense of the future. You all agree? Yes, yes, Gushan, Khadija, yeah, Mari, Parameswari, yes, all of you. You cannot take action in the past because past is gone. Even if you don't take an action, it's only in that particular time. As never. So there is the action taken ability can happen only in the present. Yeah. So that way, the time, I want you to give a total different perspective about the time. The time is equal to life, the time is equal to energy, time is equal to even money, or even more than money, I would say. Even if you lose some money, is there a possibility you can earn that money back later? But in case if you lose time, will you get that time back? No way, right? No way. You can, again, even to experience the time, you have to waste that future time. You agree? Even in case if you are living in the past all the time, like the past worries, past hurt, past even success, the biggest impediment for human's life is the past success or past failure. But whenever you are living in that kind of past, in some languages, it's called as a dead. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Maria Murugesh, Parameswari, in Tamil, how do you call it? Iranda kalam.
Yaranda kalam.
What does it mean? It's a dead time, right?
Dead time, yes.
It's gone. Means, yeah, all gone. Means once it is gone, it's gone, right? And then how we can really bring it? But I'll tell you one good news. If we really, really make the best use of that time, and every time, yeah, at every time you take the best of the best actions, you gave your complete best effort, and every time when you take it, then that time, that life, when you look back in the past is so beautiful, so blessing, so blissful, so cheerful, so because you did the best in the past. And then you continue living in the present moment to the best of the best. Then what happens? The present also is so beautiful, so blissful, so amazing, energetic. And then when I continue taking action in future also, what happens? That's also going to be great. Yeah. So that means the time is not about the past or future. It's more emphasis need to be given in the present. You all agree? So that time is always limited. How many of you agree? And this earth has some age similar to our age. Any guess what's the age of our earth? Just make a guess. around 4.3 billion years old. It has been evolving, has been always, happening. And it's going to live for several billion years. Who knows? Yeah, a trillion years. Who knows? But we have been landed into this world, this globe, right? In this earth. How much time we have? Yeah. The time is limited. But even in the limited time, can we make some unlimited impact? Everlasting impact, can we make it? There is a possibility. There is a possibility that we can create that kind of impact through our presence in this moment. It's like, the earth is like, don't look at it like a philosophical discussion, okay? This is a practical discussion. Even though we have come as a guest for this earth. And then we'll be the guest. We want to go anywhere you want, whichever country you want, whatever you wanted to do, whatever the role you wanted to play, how much ever money you wanted to make, or how many relationships you wanted to build, or the kind of impacts you wanted to create, you can do it. And then one day comes that the time is over. Yeah. It will come as unannounced. Yeah. And the reason I'm just saying or hitting that point very hard is we all should really know the importance of the time. The importance of the time cannot be just felt when you are just thinking that you have all the time with you. Yeah. Only when we know that your time is limited, and within that limited time, whatever the best we can do. I'll tell how limited it is. Yeah. All are ready for some math? To do some math? Yeah. Okay. The math is, what would be the longest age or the maximum age in which the human being has lived? Any guess? You can even do the Google and then tell me some answer. What's the longest possibility that the human being can live or have lived? Yeah, I'll give some approximately 120 years. Okay, I mean the longest. Then approximately, like, each country has certain average, or the region, it has an average. In US, they call it as around 80. Okay, on an average. Means now I want you to do some math. Okay, the math is, how many hours of our life goes on sleeping? Come on, everybody participate. Come on.
8 hours daily.
8 hours. That means 1/3 of our life. How many hours out of 24 hours? It's 1/3 of, okay, 1/3 of hours goes in sleep. Remaining 1/3 of our life, either for, if you're a student, going to the school, colleges. If you're working, you're, working for, many times, people work more than 8 hours, 10 hours, 16 hours. Yeah. Sometimes people work even longer, even 20 hours also. I have seen some people working so hard. And then you have to go do some shopping, makeup. You have to do, and chit chats. There are various other things you have to do for your day-to-day activities, right? Taking bath, brushing teeth, all other activities. That goes for another 3-4 hours. Then how much time is left? Whereas you can completely just create for something for your own. Something really productive, something really amazing. What you put for yourself. Yeah. It's less than 1/3. All I can say is less than 1/3. So there's some sort of math, if you can say. Yeah. Everybody has around 1095 hours to 1400 hours. Sorry, days, not hours. Yeah. Few of you were shocked. What? Only that many hours? Yes. Yeah. Only that many days means in that many days we can make some impact. For example, this how to master time management is around, maybe we are going to be here for some 30-40 minutes, including question and answer, including once you know how much it is important, then you will not waste. You all agree? Assume that we are making, like, each and every minute as a piece of diamond. Okay, the diamond is just very, very valuable. Okay, but time, we cannot be compared with anything else, because time is life. I already said, it's like a breath. It just, we all came with this many number of breath, and that means we have to really. That's why more than we call it as a time management. Time cannot be managed, but you can be managed. How many of you, it's a bulb on type BO? Yeah, you can self-manage yourself in a way that the time can be worthwhile for you. See, the time always, the needle of the time always keeps moving. Look at it like, from, okay, wherever you see my window, right? From left to right, for example. Okay. So that's the starting time and then completion time. Here, the time doesn't wait for anybody. You all agree? Time and tide wait for none. Have you heard about it? Yeah. It cannot wait for anybody. That means it always keeps on moving. It's like a needle. The needle of the time always keeps on moving. But are you moving with the time? Is the question. High five? Yeah, how many of you are getting it? Yeah, give me one high five or thumbs up. Those who are not on video, just give me one virtual thumbs up. Yeah, I want to really, really know if you are listening to it. Yeah, you all agree, friends? So that way, we want to see that, are we really moving with the needle of the hour? And again, let me come. Why I said time is cannot be really, really counted by the clock or calendar. Because those are the concepts created. Yeah, you'll agree? Who created the concept? Human being. Yeah, and there used to be some months which is less than 10 days. You know that in the history, when you can just go look back, there used to be months, and this month, you're lucky, we call it as a leap month or leap year. Yeah, in this February, how many days we have? How many days?
29.
29 days. Okay. And in case if people are born on the 29th day, for example, Lal Bahadur Shastri, he can only celebrate birthday once in 4 years. Yes, high five. He cannot cut the cake. He can cut the cake, but it's not his birthday. You all agree? Yeah. Mean there are some months which are less. You all remember this hand way of finding out which month has 31 days, which month has 30 days. Yeah. Anybody knows the technique? Everybody knows the technique, right? We taught in the school. Yeah. And then July, August has, means, fun apart. There are those dates, the number of days were conceptualized by the human being. That means it was created by human. That means it can be changed too. Yeah, it was changed several times. The same way, calendar also, the same way. Time also is not exactly 24 hours. How many of you know that? That earth to rotate it, it's not exactly 24 hours. How many of you know that? The same way, your weight differs between place to place. How many of you know that? Yeah. That means depends on the gravitation force. If you're in the North Pole of the same earth, I'm talking about, not even telling about, okay, go be in the moon and then your weight. I'm not even telling that. I'm telling our own earth. There is a difference. That means that it depends on multiple probabilities. That's what I meant to say. Even the time is a relative concept, type relative. Yeah. Relative concept in the sense, it's a very subjective. Person to person, they look at. For some people, yeah. For me, for example, in case if you ask me to watch some movie, yeah, and then I will think at least multiple times, is it really worth spending or investing or wasting that 3 golden hours of my life? Yes, high five. And sometimes people are saying, bore. I'm bored. I'm really surprised. Oh, my dear friend. You know one thing? The time is really, waiting to make you as a king or queen. Only when you know yourself, when you really permit yourself that you play as a king or a queen. That's why, people, when they waste their strength, Swami Vivekananda says one saying so beautifully, during my bachelorhood times, I used to carry that poster everywhere. Whenever I change the room, whenever I move from, from UG to PG, and strength is life, weakness is death. Have you seen that? Strength is life, weakness is death. Whenever you feel strong, then only it's life. Whenever you feel weak, it's a weakness, is death. That's what he calls it. Means only when we are strong, we'll be able to give our best. All right. So I had a little, late night meetings and things, and morning also I had some back-to-back meetings. And do I look like, I mean, anything to you? Does it look like maybe I didn't sleep much last night? No, right? Means the energy or the emotion, we can always bring it. Even if you ask me, I've conducted some sessions which went for 28 hours, non-stop 28 hours. Means it's a kind of, sometimes, we do this kind of, like a, when we take, means what I'm trying to say is, if we feel that it is important, if we feel that work has to happen, you can even minimize the time. How many of you want to know some technique to minimize the time or maximize the time? What I mean is, you have the same time, but person to person it differs. I'll give a very simple example. Each of us can have some sort of net worth, right, for that hourly rate. Yeah. If you can put some rate for hours, yeah, for example, you work for the 30 days and then you get some salary or some income or some business income. Yeah. There's Mr. Elon Musk. His hourly rate, you know how much it is? Mr. Who? Our, maybe I can say Bill Gates. Maybe I can say maybe the company CEO, maybe the person, who is working. Means the person to person, the hourly rate is kind of, will change. You all agree? Yeah. Means I want you to note down this. This is a very, very important thing. There's a time value for money and money value for time. Yeah, everybody please note it down. Okay. I'm really, looking for, maybe for if I can ask, I want one of the students or all of the students to write a thesis about what the session, whatever the takeaway. That way, it can even further internalize. Is it okay, ma'am? They can take it as a project and then send you a project, and you can even share it with me that, what they really get out of. And they can even add their own points also in it. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Sorry to surprise you. All right, cool. Yeah, all students, you are okay with that, right?
Yeah.
High five, ready for the challenge. So I want you to pay attention, because I don't know about all other sessions, but this topic is most important topic. That's why, Dr. Halima has brought this particular topic for all of us. Because if you can really get the essence of it, you get the essence of life. You get the essence of productivity. Yeah. The meaning of the productivity is to get more with less. Yeah, note it down. Productivity is equal to do more with less, or to get more with less. Even in money management, that's what we say, right? In money, you put little and then you want more. It's something like a seed. When a seed is seeded, and then what happens? The seed becomes a big tree which produces several thousands and millions of seeds further, and which can be further several millions of seeds it can produce. Yeah. Means the same way, even the time, when you do the timely action, when you do the timely schedule, when you do the right way of like investing, you remember like our parents or the grandparents used to talk about, during our age, the gold used to have only this much price. How many of you heard that story? Almost every day we keep hearing. Right? That is the time value for money I'm talking about. When you invest on the right time and right thing, the same way your efforts, your involvement, your activities, when you really put that kind of right time, right effort, right thing, and then you'll get the maximum result. There's a saying, right? The best time to plant a tree is 10 years before or 20 years before, right? So that, we'll get the shadow, we'll get the fruits or whatever, yeah, to get the real benefit of it. The next best time. What is the next better time?
Now.
Oh, yeah. Now is life. Now is time. Yeah. Note it down. Now is equal to time, or time is equal to now is another formula. Yeah. If the time a clock can have every bit of the number can be now. Have you seen that clock as a Facebook post or some sort of code? Right. Yes, Parameswari, Mari Murges, Khadija, yeah, Gulshan, yeah. Means doesn't matter what number it says, but for you to see, it should be now, 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 now. It's a now clock. Yeah. And the time management is all about now management. It's not just time management, it's a now management. If you can really manage the now. For example, when you are in this session, I want you to have that 100% in this. That means you're managing your time. High five. Like, each of you are responding to this chat boxes. That's so nice, right? Khadija, Kulshan, the same way, Parameswari, Mari Murugesh. I see each of you, even Dr. Halima has been responding to the chat or the responses. This is the real engagement. Now, note it down. Time management is equal to engagement management. Or time is equal to engagement. Yeah. Engagement, I'm not talking about marriage engagement. You are engaging with life. You are aligning with the movement of the life. So the more and more you get engaged, that means the best result you can get. If you're not engaged, something like this. So you have the electricity, you have the electric bulb right next to you. Yeah. You have this laptop or a cell phone you're connected with. In case if you don't get the charger, what happens?
Use this.
Yeah, the same way, time also is a charge. Note it down. Time is equal to charger. In a way that the time, for example, if there is a lamp, okay, the oil lamp, there is a light. You know what Buddha says by looking at that oil lamp? He says, the light is not just one light which is giving light. Within one lamp, there are crores and crores of lamps are burning. Are you getting the point? What I'm saying? Yeah. Means it shines, it burns and then dies. Burns, dies. Shines, dies. Shines, dies. Shines, dies. How often? Instantly. It's all work is just so. So now to see the real proof, even in the electric light, just turn it off. Yeah. I'm turning off this light. Gone, right? Means the moment you leave the charger or the electricity, then it loses. The same way, like the human being. The moment the breath is not coming out, breathe in, breathe out, what happened? This is called something else. Yeah. So the same way, time is that sincere, serious activity, actually, And the moment we understand that kind of, right aspect, then we can look at that, okay, how I can manage the 24 hours. In that 24 hours, if you can really get and gift yourself that me time for you, yeah, like I said, it's my time. Type, don't forget this word at all. Like, this sentence is my time. It's my time every time. Yeah, it's my time. The moment you say, yes, this 2024 as a year, yeah, let the number be anything, yeah, like person to person, they'll have different number, that's okay. Now it's a 2024, but this 2024, how many of you want to make it as your year? This 2024 is going to be my year. How many of you can declare? Just declare, everybody. Yeah. Declaring. Yeah. Dr. Halima is declaring. How about, yeah, Paramesh, are you declaring? Yes, Murugasan. Yeah, Mari, Gulsan. Yeah, super, super. High five. Yeah, really. Awesome, awesome energy, each of you. When you claim it as your year, when I said 100%, right? You want to say 100% committed. There are many people who are interested. If you ask them, are they interested in life? Everybody is interested. Are you interested to achieve your goal? Everybody is interested, but there are very, very few are committed. You want to be an interested person or committed person?
Committed.
Type the answer in the chat box. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Committed. Because if it is committed, it is yours. Till you commit, it is not yours. Because time management is equal to commitment management. That's why time is equal to commitment. Type it. Type me equal to commitment. See, the moment you commit on something, for example, Dr. Halima reached me out a few days before, and we talked about this day. And then, if I am not committed to her, and today she opens the Zoom, but I am not here, then whom all she has committed further based on this. She has committed to each of you. She has committed to this program to make it happen. That means there are multiple chains of commitment. Type COC. There are chain of commitments. If one commitment is missing, it is going to affect other commitment, then other commitment, other commitment. That's why time is not an individual element. Time is integrated element. How many of you are getting it, friends? Yeah, give me a thumbs up. Yeah. You are getting it? So, if we look at it just as a piece of it, something that is, okay, what is today? February 12, 10, 16 a.m. my time, okay? I mean, as per the Eastern time. And if I go at a second level, I can go. Millisecond level, I can go. Even nanosecond level, I can go. And that nano level, it is locked. That's it. Even if you break it into pieces of the pieces of the pieces, into zillions of that same time, it is still unique. So time is equal to unique. Type it. Because if that time is gone, all other time is gone. Means it is having a lot of other people's time. That's why we should, many times, we should not first waste our own time. And then especially we should not waste others' time. How many of you agree? Have you found people who are wasting your time? Yeah. How many of you?
Especially on social media.
So, right. See, our life is going under social media. Dr. Nalima brought super amazing point. See, whether you are using social media or social media is using you. Yeah. Whether you want to be used or you want to use. Unfortunately, if you are not aware, if you are not awakened, then you will be used. You will be eaten. Time will be eaten. Yes. Yes, Gulshan. And we want to be really be watchful that, what are the time wasters? What are the time gainers? Now I'll give another. How many of you want that kind of good news that, I already said that you want to make more time within the less time? Yeah? Yes? Okay. The thing is, it's all days, months, years, or quarters, weeks. All those are man-made. You agree? So, in that case, we can make our own way. How many of you want to make your own calendar, your own time? Give me one thumbs up. Yeah. How many of you want to make your own time, your own calendar? Yeah. Congratulations. There's a concept called mini days. Within the same day, you can break it into 3 or 5 and call it as a mini days. What days?
Mini days.
Mini days. When you have that mini days, you can have many days within the same day. High five? Yeah. Means within the same day, you can divide. Means whatever work. So I'm sure each of you will have some core key time or the kind of key celebration in your lives, right? Like a marriage, yeah, of your own marriage or your siblings' marriage or some day, for example, like you built, any of you recently built your house and then did a graha pravesha and then got into the house? Just give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So Mari, for example, yeah. So the moment the graha pravesam date was, new house warm ceremony decided, how fast everything was moving. Yes. Because once you give a end date, there's a beautiful a habit what Stephen Covey says, and I want to add a little more points into it. Yeah. Begin with end in mind. Have you heard about it? In 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. I highly recommend each of you to read that book. Okay. And in that, one of the habits is begin with end in mind. After end, you put one more bracket, end outcome in mind. End time in mind. That's why I asked, ask Dr. Halima before I asked, okay, how much time I have. I asked that, how much time, we can have, so that within that time, we have to complete it. Correct? Because it cannot keep going for 28 hours like I did one of the programs. Yeah. That means always, any work before you pick it up, always fix that, because in any goal can really be a goal. All activity cannot be a goal. You all agree? Yeah, activity can become a goal when it has why you do what you do, and what is easy. Everybody will say, oh, I had to do this, I had to eat, for example, I had to sleep, I had to walk, and whatever. These are the kind of activities, right? But I want to have the time for everything. Yeah. If you don't have a time for everything, then what happens is you will miss the major part of it. So what you wanted to do was, it has to answer what, who has to do it also, right? Of course, why is a very underlying factor. Why you have to do. Only when you know your why, you know your way. Note it down, yeah? When I know my why, I know my way. Is it a bulb on, friends? Yeah? Because we need to know the kind of purpose, why we are here, why this session is important, why this particular activity is important, why this goal is important. You need to have that kind of why. The most powerful why, the most committed person you would become. For example, when it is a health related challenge, so your doctor says something that, it has to immediately, for example, a new baby has to be born, right? And then that approximate date has come, okay? Then the mom is getting the pain. So, urgent, important matrix, yeah? Not all urgent things are important. One example, I am calling you at your number. The phone is ringing right now. Okay, at least if I call, you might take it too, but I don't have any of your number. You don't have my number. But I'm just saying that. But the call will be coming. It will still be ringing. But you have a choice whether I have to take it or not. I agree, friends? So that is urgent. It is really, calling for your attention. But you don't need to take it. You can just leave it to voice message, or you can just check it later, because this is very important. So that's so you need to manage your distractions. So time management is about your distraction management. Yeah, note it down. Yeah, the time management will be really, really good only when you know how to distract. And again, so there is a very big topic. I can just keep going on and on, but I want to just conclude with a few pointers. So you can have a many days, means you can really break it into pieces and then do it. So in any goal, it will be a real goal only when you have the when part of it also in that. You cannot say that, oh, I want to achieve this, oh, I want to get this, or I want to earn this much money. No, that's not a goal. I want to earn this by this date, this time. If you don't have a date for it, then forget about it. It's like you are asking, like you're going to a restaurant and making an order, but they want to give, okay, when do you need it? For example, your assume that, you're not going to sit and eat, you're going to bring the food. When do you need it? If you don't give a time, then it's a no open-ended date. No open-ended check. Even in the check, we write the date. Yeah. So for everything, we have a time, everything. So that way, we want to understand these importance. With this understanding, when we look at it, then others don't need to teach you on how to manage your time. How many of you agree, friends? Yes? You all accepted me as a friend, right? Yeah? High five. Tell me, friends. Then can you manage yourself? So time management will automatically happen when you self-manage yourself. When you when you really understand how important it is. Still, I want to just give certain essentials of the time. Yeah. One is you need to I'll give one powerful technique, goal setting technique. How many of you want to know? With this technique, you can figure out many things easily. I want all of you to follow it. If possible, maybe Dr. Halima ma'am, you can take it with the entire students. Yeah, it's called ABC 123. Everybody type ABC 123 in the chat box. ABC 123. ABC 123. Yeah, it's easy to remember too. So ABC 123 is, for example, every day before you go to sleep, you want to plan for the next day. Because the yearly plan will not happen when it is really broken into months and broken into weeks and broken into days. Yeah. So every day you need to meet the goal, so that at the end of the year, you can meet the kind of comprehensive integrated goal. Yeah. And for which the ABC 123 is, first you pen down, it's called, taking a paper and, journaling it down. I call it as a tip tool, means thinking in paper. You're not thinking in your mind. If you're thinking only in your mind, you want to do this, you want to do those, you want to do this. How many of you already forgot whatever you need to do? Because there are always new things to do. Yeah. Or there are some unimportant things to do. Your friend is just calling you for a movie, or just going for a party, or something else comes, and then you miss your own thing because of others. Yeah. So be aware of the time stealers. The time stealers, including the social media. Social media is not bad if you use it in an effective way, because through social media only we all got connected, correct? Yeah. So it's not about the social media. Like, we should get away from blaming on external thing, but rather we take responsibility for that and then do it. Okay. So this ABC 123 technique is about, first you'll have a lot of things to do. And among that, you first list it down. Just get it out of your mind and then put it in paper. Yeah. Yeah. When you do this exercise, at least write 20 things minimum. Okay. 15 to 20 things you should write, whatever is in your mind. Because I will also tell you, that's the way you can even instruct your subconscious mind to see what is important. And then once you put it, this will really transform your life, friends, if you can really do it. Okay. Sincerely pay attention. And then once you write all those 15 to 20 items, then what you need to do, you're going to categorize them, which is the most important and urgent, which is important but not super urgent, and then not important, not urgent also. Okay. So the A category is most important and also urgent. Okay. And then the second one is, it's important but still not super urgent, but still you have to do it. For example, exercise. Super urgent, it is very, very important. Yeah. So then you have to categorize them into, that's a B category goals. Yeah. And then C category goal is not super urgent, not important also. And it is just a kind of nice to have, not a need to have. Then what you do was, then you really create a category. Then you're telling your mind, your brain, hey, you focus on only this important thing, not important thing. If you don't put it, then the mind will believe that, oh, it is also important. It is also important. How many of you got into that and then get really, what to say, your schedule is really messed up. At times you really get overwhelmed and you're not able to really take care of it. How many of you? Be very frank, open, honest. Say, yeah, it happens. Yeah, everybody happens because you have things to do. We live with the millions and millions of data. There are always things which people are looking from us, or we are looking for something from others. There are always a lot of transactions. In that transactions, you always have things to do. You have to always take action. You cannot escape from taking action. Yes, high five. Can anyone escape from taking action? No way. And if we want to really take action on that, that means we need to own it. And then we need to really manage the time in a proper way so that the time you will just do the right thing at the right time. Yeah. By the right person. Yeah. You need to really, pick, even when you delegate, you have to pick the right person for the job so that, it will be better, greatly done. And you don't need to do all the work. That's the good news. Yeah. You don't need to do all the work. But if it is not your strength, it could be somebody else's strength. Leverage them, delegate them, and then get it done. Yeah. And then in this category A, B, C, you're going to discard all the C. Okay, bye-bye. You're going to say and tell your brain that this is not important. You strike it off. It's okay, how much ever it is. Yeah. Because your mind is not anybody else is telling you. You say, you choose that it is not not important. That's why you put it as a C. Scrap it. Then you have 6. A1, 2, 3. Among that, you put A1, A2, A3. Then B1, B2, B3. C1, C2, C3. Out of 20, 30 items, you're going to pick only the top 6. This is called prioritization. Yeah. Once you prioritize, then you say A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. In that, bare minimum, every day, you have to do at least the first A1, A2, A3 items. If you can do A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, awesome, big high five. But sometimes you may not be able to do. Then at day long, you have to reprioritize. Day long, you have to see that which is important. Of course, I had other meetings. I just said, okay, yeah, hold on. I'll just attend this meeting. This is very important for me. I prioritized. That's why I'm here. Yeah. The same way, we need to really, really say what is important for it. How many of you feel, friends, in this batch, those people who missed this session very much? How many of you say, don't tell just for me. If they would have attended, it would have been more useful to them. How many of you agree? Yes, type agree in the chat box. Yeah. Yeah. How many of you feel that, oh, I'm so glad I attended this session? How many of you feel so? Yes. No, Mari Murugesan, no.
Thank you very much. You have spoken more than 1 hour, but I feel like you have just started. We are so.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yes. The time is going. Okay, sure. We'll come back, sometime in future. But, just on the goal setting, you also do that and also work on this many days concept. Means even on the same day, see if you can even divide. For example, like I said, the example, once the new home or the marriage date is decided, how fast you do all the work within that less number of days. The same way you can also do if you really feel it's very important. And then you can break the same day into many days and then get it done. Yeah. So there are lots and lots of techniques. Due to time, I'm just concluding here now. Hope you all found it useful. If you can just score between 1 to 10, yeah, 10 being the highest, what could be the score you can give it for me? Yeah.
Thank you very much. Very wonderful.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Over to Dr. Halima. Thank you for 10s and 9s.
Thank you, my dear friends. I hope that you all enjoyed the session. At the same time, there was so much learnings and so much new concepts. That's really a very unique thing with you, Mr. Mahedran. I have always seen you bringing new ideas, new concepts. And I don't know from which mind, brain you are getting these ideas. I'm really impressed by you. Thank you very much. God bless you. And then inshallah, we are going to meet again very soon. Thank you. Take care and good night. For you, it is
Thank you
good.
so much. Anybody has any question? Maybe one question I can take, ma'am. I don't know if they have any burning question or something. I wanted to have more interactive, but since time also, I just added. Maybe I'll take one question if it is okay with you.
Yeah, if yes, any one question you can ask quickly.
Or also share how.
I think Prema is ready. Yes, Prema, please go ahead.
Yes, go for it.
Yes, Prema. Prema,
Okay,
you
I
are
think
not audible.
network challenge.
Yeah, I think Khadija, can you please go ahead?
Yes, ma'am. Sir, it was wonderful to hear you speak such helpful information. And I would like to ask, how would you suggest managing interruptions and unexpected tasks while we still stay on the track with the planned activities?
Beautiful. Yeah. See, one important thing what you can do is it's called a lean technique. Okay. It's called value added, non-value added. In case if it is a value added, whereas your time is useful for someone or others' time also is useful for you, then say yes. If it's a non-value added activity, for example, if other than you, anybody else can do that work, then you don't do that work. You get my point, right? Means there is something which is very, very your own inner calling, which is really, really important. And then just say yes to that. And the rest all are not important. That's what this prioritization technique you can do. Then you put it into that ABC. In that category, whichever is not really relevant, don't do that. It's okay. Initially, it would be hard. That's why we say we should learn how to say no. We should say yes to the yes, no to the no. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Mahendran. Inshallah, we are going to meet again very soon. And whatever you have given the tips today, we all are going to keep in mind and we are going to practice it in our life. Thank you. God bless you always.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to see the report from people.
Sure. They all are going to send you the gratitude notes. Just now they will be writing and then I will be sharing you on their behalf with you. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Yeah. See you all on top. Yeah. See you.